Good morning, algebra class. This week we are learning about logarithms, and we are learning about how to change them a little bit, how to evaluate them. One of the things that you need to learn about logarithms is that there are a set of rules that help us either simplify them into something that is smaller, or we can expand them into something that is larger. And those are useful things to do in different circumstances, which we'll learn about more when we start solving logarithms or logarithmic equations and exponential functions. But for now, we are going to learn one rule each day. It'll feel very easy, very simple. Most of the time I would teach these to you, at least 2 or 3 in a day. We're going to take them one at a time, go real slow. But what is going to happen is we are going to build each day these rules, and you will have homework that is going to combine them as we go on. So this is going to feel pretty easy at first. Hopefully it'll still be easy by the end of the week, but we will be getting a little bit more difficult as we start combining these things. So the first rule that we're learning is the product rule of logarithms. And the product rule, if you remember what the word product means, product is when we multiply two things together, okay? So let's take an example of that. So here's an example. If I have a log, let's say it's base 3 of 5x, okay? I can rewrite that into something that is expanded. In other words, I can separate that out into 2 logs. And the rule says that I can expand this. I'm going to write this rule out for you in a second, but I just want to show you with this one. I can write this as log base 3 of 5 plus log base 3 of x. And that's essentially all we're doing today, okay? We are just learning to expand these out, separate them when we have a product in our log. Now notice that my base stays the same, but I have separated this into the sum of 2 logs. I have the log of the first number plus the log of the second number, okay? So our rule could be written like this. Log, I don't know why I used a capital L, ignore that. Log base A of B times C equals log base A of B plus log base A of C. Okay, so this is our rule. And one of the things that you remember is that if there is no number written in that base, that means that the base of that log is a 10. And you're actually going to be seeing that in your homework. Most of your homework is going to be in log base 10. So let's do a couple of examples of these. If I have log of 3x squared, okay, I can separate that into 2 logs added together. I can do log of 3, right, because this is 3 times x squared, plus the log of the x squared. Log of x squared. Now, towards the end of the week, there is another rule that helps us deal with that power of 2. We're not going to deal with that right now, but that's coming. For right now, you can just keep it separated like this. Let's do another one. Log of a b, okay? So 2 variables. It's just log of A plus log of B. And again, I told you this is pretty simple, not hard. Your homework's going to feel really easy tonight, so just consider it a gift. I am going to, however, ask you to go the opposite direction. If I ask you to put this log or this expression together and create one log, what would that be? Now I'm going backwards. I'm going from here to here. I'm going to, and again, these are all log base 10 that I'm doing down on this section. Up here I had a log base 3. Pay attention to that because I will occasionally throw in something that has a different base just to see if you're paying attention. But this is log, remember I just multiplied them, 5 times 2. Now I'm not going to leave it as 5 times 2 because I know what 5 times 2 is, so I'm going to simplify that. That is log of 10. Okay? And actually, do you know what the answer to that is? If this is base 10 and it is log of 10, what power of 10 gives me 10? The answer to this is 1. If you doubt me, you can check on your calculator. Let's go ahead and do another one of these. If I have log of 7 plus log of y squared, let's say, and I want to put that into one logarithm, I'm going to just simply multiply the 7 and the y squared together, so it's log of 7y squared, and I can just leave it like that. And again, these are all base 10, but pay attention because sometimes the base will change. And that's it for today. We'll revisit this rule tomorrow when we learn the next rule.